Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Lunaria33. Today I'm going to show you my Suit of Pentacles. It's going to be a card 2 to 10 because there's already a video with the aces, so go check that out. I'll link it somewhere up here. So I have the original artwork here as well, so we can compare and I can show you what I was thinking about while I was creating the cards. And as usual, they're gonna be coming out on this side of the screen, this side of my face. So yeah, here we go. So the first one we're gonna look at is the Two of Pentacles. So here's the original Two of Pentacles, right? It's all about balance. Well, not all about balance, but like it is about balance. That's one of the things that the Two of Pentacles is about. And there's water there, there's ships there. Now, as far as, but look at that hat though, oh my God. All right, now as far as my Two of Pentacles, I chose, I believe they're called stag beetles. It's one of the many strong beetles that are out there. And the way I sort of try to depict the stag beetle is to kind of hold the Two Pentacles up, kind of to show the balance here that we see on this card. Ooh, sorry about the glare there. So in my Two of Pentacles, I chose the stag beetle, lifting up the Two Pentacles, as you can see on the screen here, and it's standing atop of a tree branch with like moss, is that what it's called? Yeah, moss growing on it, and then you see some clouds above the sky as well. So that is my Two of Pentacles. So next we're going to do the Three of Pentacles. Now this is the original, sorry about the glare. Right here, right? It's showing people kind of discussing stuff and all that jazz, and you see the Three Pentacles above them. Now for my Three of Pentacles, to kind of show the whole working together like we see in this card, I chose ants. So in my Three of Pentacles, you'll see three little ants. Well, actually different size ants. There's a bigger one, there's a smaller one, but I chose three ants, and as you can see, they're all carrying a pentacle up top, like going up on the tree branch into the leaves, I guess, because you see the leaves growing out on the other side of the card. I also incorporated clouds in the background, and if you can see on the left corner, it should be your left as well. It's my left. On the left corner, I also chose to add little dragonflies, kind of just flying in the background too. But this is in comparison to this one. Three of Pentacles showing the whole working together and all that jazz. So that is my Three of Pentacles. Next is the Four of Pentacles. Now with the Four of Pentacles, this is the OG right here, right? It's some dude, at least I think it's a dude, grasping on the pentacles there. You have the supposed kingdom behind them, you know, but for me personally, I feel like they kind of feel pretty defensive about their materialistic possessions. So because I felt that more, I chose to go with a snake that also looks a bit defensive, kind of like don't touch my shit, so to speak. But here I chose a snake, and I put a bunch of diamonds around the snake, as well as the Four Pentacles. You have three on the bottom and the one on the top. I tried to relate it to the placement of the pentacles here, like you have 1, 2, 3 sort of like on the bottom, and then the one on the top. And I put a bit of grass behind the snake as well. I really like how the diamonds turned out, all jumbled up on the snakes, kind of like that's where it sleeps. Sort of like a dragon, I guess, because usually when people depict some dragons, they kind of depict them surrounded by like gold or treasures or something. But anyways, I'm straying off. So that's what I felt for my Four of Pentacles. I was feeling more of like a defense, not in a negative way, but being defensive and protective of your materialistic possessions. So I felt the snake with this type of body language made sense. And then also having the diamonds and everything kind of around them, like they're holding on tightly to them, especially the diamond that's right in the middle of the snake. They're clearly like wrapping around the diamond there. That is my Four of Pentacles. Now with my Five of Pentacles, I was kind of having difficulty with this one because I didn't know whether or not I wanted to incorporate the window that we're used to seeing, like in the original card. But what stood out to me as well was the fact that it's snowing, that it's cold, that these people look like, you know, they need help. They they're asking for help or they're searching for help of some sort, but also not realizing that it's kind of right there, if that makes any sense. Like, this makes me think that it's a church. I doubt the church is going to turn them away if they go inside asking for help. But I'm diving too deep into it. But what stuck out to me more was obviously the window, right? And I'm thinking, should I make the card with the window? Like, what am I going to put around it? So I got pretty stumped, like artist's block. You know how writers have writer's block? I had like artist's block, if that makes any sense. But then I thought about it, like, duh, Rosa, the thing that stuck out to you more, oh, that's my real name, by the way. I don't know if you guys know or knew that. My real name is Rosa. Random. Okay. So I was like, duh, Rosa, like, the main thing that stuck out to you was the snow, obviously. So make the snow the pentacles. And so that's what I did. In my card, you'll see we have the 5 snowflakes here. And within the snowflake, you have the flower pentacles incorporated. What I was also thinking about too when I was looking at the original is I was kind of thinking of what would have been around. Oh, sorry about the glare. My light is like in my face, so you know, I can't help it. I was kind of thinking about what would have been around the card, and I thought of a tree being somewhere around here. Like, I saw this as an incomplete drawing. Like, I saw it as if the drawing was cut off and there was other things missing around it. So I was thinking, oh, there's probably a tree somewhere in this world, I guess, for this card. When I thought of the tree, I thought of birds, like a bird's nest and things like that. Bird's nest in the cold. If you can see in my card here, there is obviously the big bird nest there, and there's 4 little huevitos, 4 eggs. And then of course you see other little snowflakes in the background too. And if you notice, there's feathers there, right? There's feathers that look like they've been either torn off or kind of rustled off or fell off of the birds. There's also a little bit of blood. There's a little bit of red. The reason why I added that is because I wanted to kind of show the emotions that can come off of the 5 of Pentacles. Not necessarily feeling like shit, but feeling like you're at your lowest, you need help. You don't know if it's gonna come, you don't know who's gonna help you. In my drawing here, when I was doing it, I'm like, you don't know if the parents were actually hurt, if they're still alive or not. How are those eggs going to survive? You know, we don't know. And when I was thinking about that, I was like, that's the beauty of this type of card. Like, you don't know what is or is not going to happen. You can only hope, right? Which is what I was thinking about with the 5 of Pentacles too. You could only hope and pray that things get better, that things work out. What you also have to do is fight, right? You have to fight for things to get better as well. You can't just sit around and expect things to just get better on their own. I'm going a little too deep, I know, but I wanted to add a little bit of blood in there to kind of incorporate of what happened to the parents. Are they alive? Are they not alive? Are the babies gonna make it? Are the parents gonna come back? Or is there gonna be another random bird that might see this nest here and they might help them out? You know? I know I'm thinking too far into it, but that's what I was thinking of when I was making this card, when I was in the 5 of Pentacles mindset. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. But this is my 5 of Pentacles. I'm really happy with it, especially with how the snowflakes came out. I think the snowflakes look really cool. Next is the 6 of Pentacles. Here is the original, just for you guys to look. So you have your 6 Pentacles placed there. You have a person handing out some food. I think they're coins. I'm like, it's not birdseed. It doesn't. They're coins, all right? They're handing out coins, and they have a weight scale in their other hand. But then you have like the 2 figures here. So what stuck out to me in here is obviously the main person giving some stuff away, and then the 2 people putting their hands out like, hey, help me out, like, give me some, you know? And also the placement of the Pentacles. What I decided to go to with my 6 of Pentacles is squirrels. So in my 6 of Pentacles, you have our main focal point, which would be the squirrel on the top. with a big ass acorn, kind of, and if you can see, it kind of has a little smirk like I'm happy, right? I got this big ass acorn. And on the bottom, you have the two other squirrel friends reaching out like, hey, give me some, just like the Six of Pentacles here. And so the way I kind of tried to make it look is as if the acorns or the rest of the acorns are falling out of the tree, or kind of like the squirrel was sort of pushing it. If you pay attention to how the squirrel on the top, their hands look, it kind of looks like it was pushing the acorn, or even like pushing the big acorn too. But that's what I tried to show in my Six of Pentacles, is one, the whole reaching out for the pentacles or the coins aspect here, like we see in the original, you know, reaching out for assistance, and the whole falling or dropping aspect of the pentacles, like we see in this person's hand here, they're giving stuff. So that's what I was trying to focus on with my Six of Pentacles. But I just thought of squirrels automatically. So that's my Six of Pentacles. I like how the squirrels came out. I was a bit worried as to like how I'm gonna make them look fluffy or look as realistic as I can, because I'm not really good with drawing realistic stuff. At least I haven't been for years, like since high school. But I like how they came out. They do look pretty fluffy, right? Let me drink some coffee. Mocha. Where are we? Oh, Seven of Pentacles. Next is the Seven of Pentacles. Here is the original. You got some dude right here looking at a bush. I can't tell if they were planting, but it looks like whatever they're holding might be a rake. I think so. Presumably showing like, you know, you were working hard, but now is the time to take a break or be patient, allow the growth to happen. So with my Seven of Pentacles, what I thought of to kind of show like growth is happening, but also you have to be patient, because growth isn't something that you need to rush. Just let it, you know, just go with the flow. Just let it be, let it do its thing. So what I was thinking of to sort of incorporate that was a baby tree, like a tree that's barely beginning to grow. It doesn't have all of its branches yet. So in my Seven of Pentacles, you'll see a thin baby tree with the Seven Pentacles attached to different branches. And if you look closely, I have the eyeball cocoon that was in my second version of the Hanged One. I decided to go with the first version of the Hanged One, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. So because I went with the first version of my Hanged One, I was like, I want to incorporate something in the Seven of Pentacles that also shows patience and growth, development, things like that. So I decided to put my eyeball cocoon within the Seven of Pentacles, and it's attached to one of the branches too. And this is just to compare my Seven of Pentacles with the original. But yeah, that's my Seven of Pentacles. Next is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is the original Eight of Pentacles here. We can clearly see somebody working hard, paying attention to detail, you know, making sure everything is spick and span and ready to go. So with my Eight of Pentacles, I thought a spider would be pretty good to represent the Eight of Pentacles energy, the whole being creative, focusing on detail, because with the spider, with their creativity, it's within their web and paying attention to detail, making sure everything is connected in place as it should be so that it doesn't fall apart. Granted, there's stickiness within the web, but still they have to make sure everything's connected efficiently and correctly for the web to operate correctly for them. In my Eight of Pentacles, you see the spider here with their web. They're reaching out to one of the pentacles too. It kind of looks like they're placing it on their web, which I think is pretty cute. And I have the other pentacles on the side because I wanted to keep the placement of the pentacles like in the original. How you have the other pentacles here and then they're working on the one. So I tried to emphasize that in my Eight of Pentacles, how they're holding one of the pentacles and you have the other ones on the side. So that is my Eight of Pentacles. The next card is the Nine of Pentacles. This is the original. All right, we see a person with a hawk that I think has a hat or some sort of covering on their face. Usually they put coverings on the hawk's face so that they don't like gouge out your face. You have a bunch of grapes there, grape bushes, bush grapes, grape bushes. And then you have the 9 pentacles on the bottom. If you look closely, there's also a little tiny snail right there. And that little dude is what stuck out to me. So in my 9 of Pentacles, we have a huge close-up of a snail, or you could see it as it just being a huge snail, you know, whichever order. But you have the snail there. You have the 9 pentacles at the bottom, like in the original here. And then you have a bunch of grapes as well, just like in the original artwork here. And in mine, I also chose to add a little dragonflies in the background, kind of to show, you know, nature, abundance, everything just being and feeling comfortable. I also have trees in the background. If we look on the original, there are also 2 trees back there. One is a bit closer, this one right here, and then one is just a little bit farther away. So I chose to add the 2 trees as well. This is one of my favorites in my Suit of Pentacles because it just feels very abundant, very full. I was gonna say filling, very full, if that makes any sense. And I also like the cute looking snail too. Even though in the original the snail is so tiny, that little guy stuck out to me more than anything else. It's so random, right? But yeah, that is my 9 of Pentacles. All right, and last but not least in the Suit of Pentacles is my 10 of Pentacles. So here is the original, right? You got presumably a family and dogs. You have the pentacles placed in a particular way. I keep forgetting what symbol that is. And I know y'all keep reminding me, thank you for that, but you know what that symbol is. I keep forgetting it. But yeah, so this is the original. Usually with the 10s in the deck, I think of completion, I think of happiness, I think of goals. Well, aside from the 10 of Swords, but that's the next suit, by the way. But in my 10 of Pentacles, I decided to add a family of elephants and a big abundant tree full of all the pentacles. And if you can see, behind the tree is a beautiful rainbow. Like I said, with the 10s, I usually think of completion, fullness, accomplishments, you know, happiness, things like of that nature. And what I think of when I think of those things is also rainbows. I love rainbows too. So I just thought it made sense to add a rainbow within my 10 of Pentacles and to incorporate the people here, or the family that I believe is in the 10 of Pentacles. I chose to go with elephants. On the elephants, they kind of have a shadow like on their backs, like the tree is giving them shade. So in a sense, it's kind of as if the sun that we don't see in the card here is shining onto them, but the tree is giving them shade, which is why you see them a bit darker on their backs or their top side. It kind of also looks like they're stepping out of some sort of forest, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's my 10 of Pentacles. I really love how the rainbow came out and how it's like popping with color. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, which card is your favorite in the Suit of Pentacles and why? Mine, as you've heard throughout the video, is the 9 of Pentacles. And I think one of the other ones would be the 10 of Pentacles, particularly because, like I said, the emotions, the feelings that I get from the 10 of Pentacles, and the rainbow, because I love rainbows. As of right now, from filming this, I have 14 cards left to go to finish my deck. 3 cards are kind of in the making. I'm working on the Suit of Swords next. So 3 of those cards, I already have a rough idea of what I'm gonna do. And if I get like random inspiration for like a wand card, then I would probably work on the wand card. I'm not going in a particular order for things, or sticking in a particular order, if that makes any sense. But yeah, as of right now, I just have 14 cards left to go. I'm so excited. So the next video that I'm gonna do for you guys is the Suit of Swords. Once the Suit of Swords is finished, hopefully it should be done within the next 3 weeks, within a month. Just to give you guys a bit more perspective on what I have left from the 14 cards. So I have 8 in the Suit of Swords left, and then I have 6 on the Suit of Wands left. I'm waiting to finish all of the artwork so I can order my prototype deck. That way I have something more to show you guys and also do a video flip through on it too. and I can take pictures of it to post on my Kickstarter page. As of right now, it's just the digital artwork. Other things that I'm thinking about doing is, what do they call them? I forgot what the name of it is. Time-lapse videos. I don't know if you guys have seen like artist videos where they do time-lapse of their artwork and things like that. I'm thinking about doing time-lapse videos of my artwork for the deck and doing like a voiceover for them. I'll probably do a voiceover version and then attach a non-voiceover version like in the same video. And as usual, like with any and all of my videos, none of my videos are scripted. It's all just like whatever I say is whatever comes to mind. So who knows what I'm gonna be talking about when I do the voiceovers for these videos. But originally what I was thinking about doing is for my major arcana, but I'm kind of leaning towards maybe doing voiceovers for the whole deck. I don't know. I feel like that would also be really helpful for people who are thinking about doing their own tarot deck, is to also see the process of how much time it takes with each card, or even researching things of that nature. Which, by the way, once I'm done with the deck and I have a prototype printed, I am going to come out with a video that kind of gives you guys pointers if you guys are looking into doing your own deck and all that stuff, especially if you're looking into doing a Kickstarter, because that's a whole different ball game right there, is figuring out Kickstarter and how that works. I think I pretty much covered everything here. I probably blabbered on randomly. Sorry about that. If you guys have any questions that I have not answered in this video or talked about, well, actually I didn't talk about a lot in this video. I was kind of just showing you the artwork. But if you have any questions on my tarot deck, leave them in the comments down below. As usual, all of my socials and website and wish list, all that jazz, is in the description box below, so go check them out. If you stuck till this portion of the video, add the leaf emoji in the comments so I know. Don't forget to like the video. Oh, by the way, look, I got finger ornaments, or whatever they call them. Somebody said these are called finger ornaments, so I'm like, okay, that's weird. But anyways, that's beside the point. Don't forget to like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!